Hello, this is Beanie here. Can you guys hear and see my screen? If yes, at the chat, please type 1. And for those in YouTube, if you can hear and see my screen, please type 1. All right, that's great. How are you? Have you had your dinner yet? Not yet? Okay. Never mind. You can have that later or listen while we have dinner. While you have dinner. Alright, so just let me confirm something first before we start the session. I want to make sure that everything is streaming properly. Okay. Okay, that's good. Alright, so let's get started. You have the chat function here. And if you do have any questions, you can ask me at the chat function. And I shall start now. Some of you had heard me in Suntec City when I talk about wash and rinse. Alright, so today I want to continue with that and to talk about how you have big moves, how you can spot this big move, okay? All right, and as well as talk about wash and rinse, the bearish pattern here. All right, so before we start, so this is a disclaimer. Just take about like 5 seconds to read the disclaimer. Basically, whatever that's said here will not be financial advice, and it's just purely educational. Okay. If you had been to my sessions, just indication here, right? How many of you have attended my lesson already? That means, either you did a Tor Plus or any of the Tor lesson with me. Just type a 2. Okay, that's good. All right. Okay. So I will cut short my introduction, right? Just go directly into what I wanted to today. But I'll be showing you the new development. That means that the set of indications that we have, which is wash and rinse, they're available in TradingView. That means that you can use wash and rinse in TradingView and you can use it for your stocks. So today I would have a little bit more emphasis on stocks. So that's the one thing I'm going to do. And second thing is to take a look live at the charts. Okay, that means that since we have the indications in TradingView, right? So we can just have a look directly into TradingView to see how the indications are, behaving. Okay. So just a little bit of my profile. We are moving towards a lot more on stocks. Like for example, yesterday when I was doing the session with my students, we talk about Xiaomi. Okay, so we just talk about Xiaomi and why I think that Xiaomi is going to head up, and indeed that today it get up, right, due to earnings and move up about 9%. Okay, why I think that HSI is going to go up. So there's a bit of a transition or a move to expand into more in the stocks, but predominantly we trade into a lot more instruments, like for example, into FX, into stocks, into indices, into crypto, oil, and gold. Okay, so these are the instruments that we are trading. All right. What I do is that, yes, if you ask me, can I retire? Yes, I can, but I tried to retire at age 38, I think. All right, but it wasn't fun. Okay, why it wasn't fun? Because it was boring. I mean that you can try, and you know that it's quite boring. So I don't want to say that I can retire, but yes, with my portfolio, can I not work? Yes, okay. And one of the things I realized is that I trade multiple instruments, meaning that it does help. So for sometimes when certain instruments aren't moving well, then we just move to the other instruments. Like for example, if gold is moving well, we move into gold. If oil is moving well, we move into oil, right? If certain FX pairs is moving well, we just trade this FX pair. Okay, so this is my strategy. That means we do the low hanging fruits. All right, so am I awake at 11 p.m.? The answer is yes, because then I'll be looking at the US market also. Okay. All right, so today content, I would do a little bit more in terms of the revision, all right, and then I would just give you more examples, but also to add time into the analysis. Not only time, right, but to talk about the importance of looking at the higher time frame, which is what a lot of people missed out. Because let's say, for example, if you are looking to get 100% movement, all right, then you can't be looking at the low time frame. Low time frame means that you can't be looking at a 1 hour, or you can't be looking at 15 minutes, right? Thinking that you want to profit from a 100% gain. You know, it just doesn't work out this way. Okay, so I'll be talking about how you can use the wash and rinse in addition with moving averages, and what kind of time frame that you should be looking at. Okay, so this would gives you a very good perspective on how to look for the next big moves. All right, how to spot for stocks that can move potentially a multi-bagger. Not necessarily that you will always do that, but you know, anything in a short time, right, where you have a 30% move, it's actually very good. Okay, and of course that I will bring to you the wash and rinse and very good deal on the table. So do stay throughout the session. All right. Okay, so let's talk about the revision a little bit more about revision. All right. I'm just gonna move on the buy pattern a little bit faster, because today I want to cover the sell pattern. Okay, so what's the buy pattern here? So I talk about that if you want to buy, okay, you want to buy low. Okay, so this is a mentality here. Now, if you want to buy low, then price must drop. Okay, so it's always on this chain of thoughts. All right, so when price must drop means that you need to see a black color candle. What is the black color candle? It means that the close, which is the closing price, right, is lower than the opening price. So this is the closing price here. So this is the opening price. Okay. Now, so a wash bar, if it's a buy pattern, that means that your buy setup, a wash bar is always a bearish bar. Okay, I repeat this, right? A wash bar is always a bearish bar. But this might not be always true. But what is always true is that the wash bar will have a close. That means the body of the candle, that means the shaded region, right, will have a close below the previous low. Okay, the previous low of the previous bar. Okay, let's say, for example, give you some numbers here. Okay, now if this is, let's say, 10 and $10, right, high is $10, if this is 8, all right, then what I mean by a close below the previous bar low is that, for example, it closed at 6. Okay, so 6 is lower than 8. All right, so this means that the wash bar is lower than the previous bar low. Okay, so these would constitute a wash bar. And the fact that if there is a close below the previous bar low, you are able to draw a horizontal line at the low of the previous bar. So this is the horizontal line that I've drawn, and then I call this a wash line. Okay, so as simple as that. If you see any candle that had a close below the previous low, then simple, you just draw a horizontal line at the low of the previous bar. Okay, so what happened to the wash bar is that maybe that some people sees that there is a close below the previous low. Some people decided to sell. Okay, they sell could be because they own something they sold, or they sell because they want to, be bearish in the market. All right, and they short. Okay, so there's many reasons for selling. All right, but the fact is that the wash bar must be a close. Okay, so it must close below the previous low. The system will draw for you. Okay, if you have our indicator. All right, so later I will show it to you. Okay, now what is the rinse bar? The rinse bar means that any bar, okay, that's after the wash bar that had a close above the wash line. Okay, so for example, this one here had a close above the wash line because the closing price is here, right? So let me just do some numbers here. It can be that the low here is again at maybe $7. Okay, just example only. Okay, but the close is at $11. That means that somehow the previous bar was bearish, and then suddenly there's a change in mood. Okay, there's a change in sentiment, and then price closed higher than the wash line. The wash line is $8, and it closed higher than $8. For example, it closed at 11. It can close at 9, it can close at 10, it doesn't really matter, as long as it closed above the wash line. Okay, so when would wash and rinse happen? Wash and rinse will happen when there are some people who decided to sell here. Okay, so these are people who decided to sell here, and when they sold here, and when they see that price is right now at 11, will they be happy or sad for people who sold here at the price below $8? Will they be happy or sad? For example, people who sold at $6, right now they see the price is at 11. Will the people at $6 who sold at $6 happy or sad right now? Let me know at the chat. At the chat. Yeah, why are they sad? They're sad because they sold at the low. Okay. All right. Now, not only that, people who sold at the low, the people who decided to cut loss. Okay. So, for example, some people might buy at 9, and when they see that it's at $6, they decided to cut loss. Okay. After they cut loss, they see that now it's 11. They say, I shouldn't sell. Okay. If I had just, keep my original position, I might have just made some money already. Okay, so this is where wash and rinse happen. All right. Okay, any question here? All right, now I'll wait for your questions. You can just ask me questions because usually there will be some questions here, right? Then what is the meaning of double tap wash and rinse? Okay, double tap wash and rinse means that you have originally a price that comes inside the support level. Let's say, for example, the support level, right? The support level is at maybe $5. Okay, it's $5, right? And it goes up. The first time you don't do. Okay, the first one you don't do, right? But you do the trade only on the second test. Okay, so that means that when you tested this one here, all right, when you tested this one here, again back into $5, and you see the second time that you tested into $5, all right, and you did that wash and rinse, then you do on the second time. Okay, so sometimes it may just go up, it may just come down again to do the third time. Okay, so the idea is that you can do on the third time, you can do on the second time, all right, but you never do on the first time, because the first time is a reference point. That means that people, all right, give a reference. And then the fact that when it tested back into the support level, again, then this provide a reference to the market to say that, hey, look, the support is strong at $5. Okay, so you don't do on the first time, you don't do on the second, but you do on the second or the third time. Okay, well, whether it is based on day or week, later we can take a look at the live. It depends on the instrument. But as a guide, right? So let me just explain to you as a guide. Now, let's say, for example, here's one key question that you didn't ask me. Okay. Now, for wash and rinse, if this is the wash line, so let me just ask you one question, right? If this is the wash line here, now this is the wash bar. That means the price actually moves down, right? So this is the wash bar, right? Now, assuming that there are many bars that stays below it before it resulted in a rinse bar. Okay, so this situation can happen. It need not be immediately after. Okay, there can be many bars below. Okay, so let me just ask you, if wash and rinse is a pattern that taps into other people's loss, that means that these are losses here. That means that these are losses here, right? That people made. Okay, so if one bar is equal to 1 week, so how many weeks of money are being washed here when the rinse happen? I repeat my question, right? So if one bar is equal to 1 week, so how much money is being rinsed here? Okay, 5 weeks, right? Okay, very good, right? Now let me just ask you the next question. Now, if one bar is equal to 1 hour, okay, one bar is equal to 1 hour, right? So my question is that how much money is being rinsed here. 1 bar equal to 1 hour. Okay. All right. Now, if this is the case, 5 hours, or whether it's 7 or whether it's 5 hours, it doesn't really matter. So next question, right? So how much money do you think, which one is more? Whether there's more money involved in 5 weeks or more money involved in 5 hours? Yeah? Okay. So there's more money involved in 5 weeks than there's more money involved in 5 hours. Okay. So this is why in the wash and rinse, right, we are able to have explosive movement because we tap into other people's pain. Okay, so that's most important, right? But not only that, right, if you can apply the pattern in a higher time frame and you can fine tune your entry in a lower time frame. Okay, repeat this statement here, right? That means if you can find the wash and rinse in a higher time frame, such that's in a day or in a week, right? But you attempt to go and fine tune the entry in a lower time frame, such as you enter earlier on a 1 hour or 4 hour chart, okay? Then you will achieve explosive trades with an extended price movement should the wash and rinse happen. Okay, so this exercise will tell you one thing, all right, that it is not about which time frame that you trade in. All right, so there is always a combination of time frame that results in an explosive trade. All right, so the professionals will not answer this type of question in this manner on say that which time frame you trade in, because they will attempt to teach you, which I will do that, all right, to teach you how to combine the time frame so that you do it correctly. Okay, all right, so I hope that I gave you that answer to this one here, and whatever that I said will applies to any methodology. Okay, so for example, if you're on a 1 minute chart, then you don't expect that the move is gonna be like 100 pips or 200 pips. Okay, it's hard to come by. Okay, you probably would be looking at maybe 10 pips or at most 20 pips to exit on a 1 minute time frame chart. But when you are working on, let's say, a day and a 4 hour chart, then you want to get a lot more pips, because then this is what the movement is all about. It can generate so much of a movement. Okay. Does it mean that we can scan weekly WR first, then adopt a lower time frame entry? Yeah, that's correct. Okay. But again, right, when I answer your question, okay, I'm not being comprehensive enough, because that I can only say yes and no, but in my lesson, I'll explain to you the underlying principle why. So, as I said, right, today is for me to round it up, because I do not have a lot of time during the Suntech presentation. So I round it up to get your questions, but if you really are interested to know nitty-gritty and to have the support, then you should take the course, because the course comes with a 100% cashback. That means your course fee is actually being paid back to you in cash. Okay, so that's called cashback. All right. You bought a lower time frame, but then it closed below the wash line at the higher time frame. Would it mean that the setup has failed and we need to get out? It bought at lower time frame, but then it closed below the wash line at the higher time frame. More likely, yes. Yeah, if I answer this generally on a yes and no. Okay. All right, so let's continue here. We just look at Apple. I'm just going to show you live in Apple, right? But there are two places I want to show it to you. First place, right? We talk about double tap, right? So there must be one reference first. So this is the first reference. So this is number 1. You see that Apple goes back to that level, and then there is this like a green color cross here, right? So this is number 2. This is double tap, okay? So this one is a signal to tell us immediately that this is a wash and rinse pattern here, okay? I'll explain to you in detail, right? So there's one test here, one time. In fact, that in the lower time frame, there's one test and then there's a second test, right? But in this time frame here, there's one test here, and then it went here again, and it had a green color signal here, right? And then that becomes a movement. You take a look at the wash and rinse movement now. It's usually explosive, usually explosive, usually explosive. Why is that so? All right, it has to do with that there's a lot of disappointment and pain, right, when the wash bar happens. Okay, all right, so let me just go through with you live. Okay, so it gets AAPL, Apple. Here we go. Okay, so this is whatever that you're gonna see, and the indicator that you're gonna see, right, is called TOR, which is TOR wash and rinse, huh? Okay, so I'm just gonna guide you through one by one. When does the green signal happen? At the close of the 1 week candle. Yes, at the close of 1 week candle or at the close of the day candle, whichever time frame that you're going to use. Okay, but I'm just going to practice here, right? Okay, so I'm just going to take you through. Now, do not focus. This is the indicator that you will receive when you take the course. It's part of the package, the tool that's given to you. Now, do not focus on the different patterns. That means that do not focus on whether it is a cross or this is an arrow. Only focus on the color. That means if it's green, then this is a bullish signal. If it's red, then this is a bearish signal. Only focus on the color. Oops, I did it again. Okay, only focus on the color, right? So let's go through this one here. Now this one, the color is red. So is this a bullish signal or is this a bearish signal? Yeah. Okay, so this is the bearish signal, right? Do let me know in the chat box, okay? Because if you let me know in the chat box, I'll be able to see the response and I know that you understood what I'm saying, okay? So that I can move on in a quicker manner, all right? For those in YouTube, give me a like. Give me a like so that people know that this one they can watch it. All right, so YouTube can push it out to a lot more people. So give me a like, bum, 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 hit that button, hit the like button. Okay, now this green color here, is it a bullish signal or is it a bearish signal? Okay, so this is a bullish signal, right? Okay, very good, right? So we do have the signal here that's green, that's bullish, and this one is actually bearish, okay? Now, later on, I will show you how we filter some of them, okay? I mean, not all the filters I'm going to show it to you, but some of it that we're going to show it to you because we do filters our signal, okay? Now, so if you want to see that double tap, dong dong dong, right? Double tap, it's easier if you switch that into a line chart. Okay, so right now I'm at the line chart right now. All right. Now you look at this. Apple from this wash and rinse moves up by, if you take the signal right all the way to the highest point, move up by 46%. Okay, and you see that it has more white, right, than black. That means that it's constantly actually moving up. All right. Now you want to know why this happened and why is it that after the wash and rinse, right, that it happened. It has to do with people's psychology. Okay, so for example, right, I'm just going to go through this one here. So this as a support. Okay, so this is a support, right, of Apple at this point of time. Okay, so some people might think that this place here is a support. Okay, because it did, get supported here. You see, get a little bit of a supported here, right? Some people might think that this is a support. So when price moved down here, all right, they pretty much thought that Apple had a break, right, of the support here. Okay, they thought that when they see this one here, they thought that the support, right, had been broken. Okay, but probably they didn't move far back enough. Okay, because maybe that people just look at the lower time frame, a day chart, they didn't look far enough, but machines, okay, they're able to see far enough, they're able to know that even with this candle here, which is a little bit bearish, all right, Apple is still considered at a support given by this level here, okay? That means that if I just change this color here, Apple would still be in a support. Okay, so for us, then our system would be measuring where is the wash line. They'll be calculating, because for wash, there is a definition. Not all the bars that is black color, okay, will result in a wash line, because we do have a specific calculation that determine the wash line. Okay, now, but the fact that this one was a first test, and then when it tests inside here, what we do is that we just have to make sure that price subsequently close back up. Okay, now so the wash line is being drawn here. So this is the wash line here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little bit of a replay to show it to you. Okay, just a replay, right? So what will happen is that, you know, the system will draw the wash line. So this will be the wash line that's being drawn here. Okay, now if you take a look at this bar and this bar, right, you can't draw any wash line. Why is that so? Because it doesn't close below the low. Okay, between this bar and this bar, you can't draw any wash line because it doesn't close below the low. So the system will only draw this wash line here, which is the magenta color, because we color code that. And we are just waiting for price to close back up, all right, above this magenta color to result in the wash and rinse signal. Okay, well, yes, there will be alert, but more important, right, when you have all this marking here, right, it does makes it very easy and simple to spot it. Why? Because then when you are back from work, you probably don't have time, right, to go and draw your own wash and rinse. You probably need certain indications to tell you that this is wash and rinse, right? Okay, so hence, all right, it does provide a lot of convenience to let us know that this is going to be a wash and rinse, and then we are just waiting for that to happen. Okay, so when it had a close above it, it would generate a green color signal. Okay, yeah, you can trade from trading view, no problem. Does the rinse bar have to close above the wash bar, second bar, or the first bar? No, it has to close above the wash line. That's enough. Okay, so the definition is it has to close above the wash line, and then we just apply some filters. Okay, all right. So the rest would be history already, because it had already happened. So this case here for this wash and rinse, yes, we traded that. All right. Okay. Now, as you can see, it appeared another one more signal here, another one bullish signal. I know that you're gonna say that, hey, look, Beanie, we have a sell signal here, right? Are you gonna take that? Later on, I'm gonna show you something, okay? And you know that you shouldn't be taking this sell signal. All right. So when wash and rinse happen, what will be the trigger to enter? The trigger is in the lower time frame. The trigger would be taught in the course itself. Okay, so I just want to let you know, and my sole purpose is to bring to your attention that wash and rinse pretty much happens if you are being washed out. That means that if you do have this set of indication here, right, at least if you have shorted here, if you have shorted here, if you have shorted here, even if you did not enter long, you didn't buy, at least when you see this, you'll be warned, and that's really very important. Okay, all right. Okay, so let me just continue this one here to see whether you have any questions. So that's pretty much wash and rinse. Okay, I just let it be faster lah, huh? I just want to show it to you, another one. Okay, here we go. There's another one in Apple here. All right. Okay, just show you to let you know how it works, huh? Okay, so for the double tap thing, same thing, switch that to a line chart. Okay, we need it to test one first. Okay, now for those in the lower time frame, all right, for those in the lower time frame, right, you might be able to get this one as the first test. So this is number one, and then this one is the second test. Okay, now you realize that a good double tap always has one common phenomena, is that the wash bar, okay, so this is the wash bar here, right, will likely exceed the previous low. Okay, likely exceed the whole chunk of a level. That means that it will be those kind of very extreme price movement that sort of scare the hell out of you, and then after that it will reverse back up. Okay, all right. I always get the questions on the accuracy of the indicator. This is not a good question, right? Because if you look at the any wash and rinse signal, okay, you see this one here, right? All the way until it goes up. Okay, so this is going to be how much it went up after a signal. Okay, all right, and how explosive, right, it will after a signal happen. Okay, so the right question to ask is more on the profitability. That means that every time you're right, how profitable you are to the risk that you take. Okay, so for example, if the signal for wash and rinse happen here, then very clear, right? So this is going to be the SL point, the stop loss. So this is going to be our risk, and this is going to be our reward, for example. Okay, so the details, I won't go through that, because to me, my cost comes with a 100% cashback. So it's a very good deal. So I don't have time to talk about this one here, but it does gives you a lot of convenience, all right, to go and look for a wash and rinse pattern. Okay. Currently this version here, right, is not automated yet in terms of auto close, because we do have our auto close, auto open, all right, in MT4. So later I will show you that. Just going to show you the trading view version, but we are launching one that is fully 100% automated, together with another indication that we are also having. Okay, one just trade looking at the green and the red candle. I answer this one later on when I add the moving averages as a filter. Okay, how to expect the price to go higher that not exit at the first resistance? That's a very good question. All right. Basically, if you can, I just come back to you when I talk about the sell pattern first. Later, you realize that there is actually a sell wash and rinse here. All right, because this one has a WR, so this one has a R here. So we are able to exit here. Okay. Yeah, this is recorded. This is stream. All right. Okay, so the double tap pattern means that when price tests here, you're going to just focus very much on the low point here and a cluster of support, right? And then when price had a close, okay, it must be this type of close where a lot of people thought that the support in Apple had broken. Okay, but don't forget, what is the underlying principle of wash and rinse? The underlying principle of wash and rinse is that the machines, okay, the program, they are able to see all these levels nicely, all right, and they can force price to exceed that levels and to scare the hell out of you. Okay, so when price exceed that level, you thought that this is a breakout. That's why a breakout trade is, to me, one of the lousiest method, but one of the highly documented type of entry in all those open resources, including books. Okay, when you have all these very highly documented and people follow that, it's just walk right into the trap of others. Okay, so if you ask me whether a breakout is a good signal, no, I think that it's just lousy. Okay, because a lot of people would just fake a breakout. Okay, and this is the underlying principle of wash and rinse, all right, where the price levels are all being seen by automations, and they could just purposely bring the price to a level that is going to create a false impression. Okay, so we had the wash bar here, and then we have the rinse bar here when it goes up. All right, so this is the wash and rinse. Now, in fact, Apple just had another one more wash and rinse signal here. Okay, because then there was a close below it, and then price actually go back up. Okay, so what it does here, it just gives you that convenience to look at a lot more signal, but we later on going to put in something to filter that, and you find that it's mind-blowing because it's just going to give you a lot more nice signal here. Okay, all right, so let's continue on to the bearish pattern. Okay, so this is the bearish pattern here that I promised to teach you about it. Okay, so what is this pattern here, right? So this is the opposite of the buy pattern. Okay, when you want to sell, do you want to sell high or do you want to sell low? Let me know in the chat. Very good. You want to sell high, right? Okay, you want to sell high. So hence, to sell high, price will have to go up. So you always look for a bearish wash and rinse when price moved up. So by having this mentality, how is it going to help you? You always ensure that the sell that you conduct will be at the high, because you're only able to draw in the wash line when price goes higher. Okay, same thing, you are only able to draw in a wash line when price goes lower in a buy setup. Hence, you are able to buy at a low. Okay, so inherently, wash and rinse pattern, the fact that how wash line is being drawn allows you to buy low, sell high. Okay, so this is a fact here, right? So let's take a look at the wash bar here. So how is the wash bar and how is the wash line being created? The wash line is only drawn if price had a close above the previous high. Okay, so for example, if the previous high is 8 and the previous low is 6, all right, you only draw a wash line when the wash bar had a close, right, above the $8, which is the previous high. So $8 is the wash line. So for example, if the next bar closes at 9, so 9 is higher than 8, right, then you are able to draw in the wash line. Okay, so ask you a question. If let's say this bar, it closed at 7.9, if for example it closed at 7.9 and the previous high was 8, are you able to draw in a wash line? Yes or no? Okay, you can't draw in a wash line because it doesn't close. Okay, all right, so same thing, right? It must close higher at 9. Okay, so the wash line is equal to $8 here, right? You draw a wash line at the high of previous bar. Okay, so what happened to the wash bar? The wash bar means that there are people who bought at 8, there are people who bought at 8.50. Okay, so anything, right, where it's higher than 8, 8.1, 8.2, 8.5 or 9, right, people bought at that price. Okay, if you take a look at the rinse bar, if the rinse bar is $7, okay, can I ask you what happened, or how would those people who bought at 8.1, 8.5 or $9, if they see that the next day or some other bars become $7, which is lower than the wash line, how would those people who bought at 8.5 or $9, how would they feel? What do you think? You will feel sad, right? Isn't it? Okay? Yeah, because they buy the high and they right now see the price at the low. And does it happen to you often? Oh, sometimes it's good. Okay? But as I said before, right, all this can't be prevented. There will be occasions, okay, where it will happen. All right, and when it happens, what is most important, all right, is you know how to counter it and is you know what to do. That means you have the control, you have the power to do something. All right, rather than being there and stare at it and then cry over it. No, that's not what is supposed to be done. Okay, at least now you know that, okay, Beanie talk about wash and rinse, there's something out there and there's something that I can do. Okay, so the trigger, that means the sell would happen if any bars close below the wash line. So this is how the wash and rinse is being done. Okay, all right. So the question is that must be first two bar be consecutive? Yes, it must be consecutive, right? So for example, if this is the first bar, I mark as 0, and then this is the next bar, right? You're able to draw a wash line. So I mark as 1. But however, if let's say the next bar, which is number 2, right, closes higher than the higher one, then I will draw another wash line. So I have wash line 1 here and I wash line 2 here, all right? So it doesn't mean that wash line 1 is wrong. It's just that when wash line 2 happens, then the wash line 1 is not relevant anymore. Okay, so the wash line will keep drawing, all right, when the price moved higher and when the price had a close above the previous high. Okay, so this is where having a program can help you, because it saved a lot of time, because what you see is just that signal. Okay, all right, you just have to go and look at the signal when you trade the stocks, or you trade your gold, or trade whatever instrument. All right, okay. So what is double tap wash and rinse? It's the reverse. You do have a resistance here. You have that resistance the first time, you don't do. Okay, you wait for the second time, or you wait for the third time. All right, because the first time is a reference. It's always a reference for you. Okay, all right. So this is the secret here. A lot of people ask me, right, how come the wash and rinse I do, right, all not correct? Why is it the wash and rinse are brought up all correct? Because yes, we do filter the trade, and yes, even if you read the books, right, that I wrote, and the free books I wrote, right, I probably didn't write that you need to have a double tap. You need to test it again. Okay, so you want to have the full thing, then that's in the course. Okay, all right, because let's face it, right, you can't get everything from the free version. This is what I believe. There's no free lunch, but you want to have a comprehensive guide, and if you are really serious in making money, then you really need to get that comprehensive view. But not only that, right, I will provide you that shortcut to help you manage it. Just give me a minute. How come my screen become like that? Okay. All right, so let's take a look at this one here, not Nasdaq, sorry, but then on the dollar yen. Okay, I want to show you dollar yen on what happened to dollar yen. All right. And remember this dollar yen here, right? Recently there was a huge drop, right? Okay, and it caused by the yen movement. Do we have a wash and rinse signal before it happens? So this is a week chart. Yes, we do have. Okay, please try not to annotate because later, yeah, thank you. Okay, so we do have a signal here, which is here, all right, that happens before it comes down. Okay, so let me just go through this one review to let you know what happened. Okay, so yes, we do trade into the FX, and we can apply this in the FX. All right. Okay, so let me just do the double tap thing just to illustrate okay, about dollar yen. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna put in this moving average here, okay, to show it to you. All right, now how to use this moving average, all right, that this moving average, if it's green color, shows that it's uptrend. Okay, now if it's a red color, which doesn't really happen for long, it's actually a downtrend. All right. Okay, just remember green color is up, red color is down. Okay, now for us, because generally at the time, right, where the yen pairs, okay, the yen pair crashed, all right, or the yen strengthened significantly because BOJ rate hiked, okay, but prior to that, the trend of dollar yen was up. Okay, as you can see from this moving average. Okay, all right. So now when you are doing a counter trend trade, okay, what is a counter trend trade, right? When the trend is up and you attempt to sell, this is usually not good. That's why you realize that when the trend is up, the green color signal behaved very well. Can see that? That's wash and rinse. The green color means is a bullish signal. All right, it did very well. Can see? So if you had followed the green color signal, then generally it is very profitable. Okay, this is one of the filter that you can apply. All right. Now, not saying that the red color signal is not profitable, because some they do move down. All right, but generally it is very short-lived. Okay. All right. So this is the issue of doing counter trend. But if you want to do counter trend, then one of the key thing is to look for a double tap. Okay, what is double tap, right? So switch that into a line chart. You find that there was a high point here. So there was a resistance here, right? So which I'm going to just mark it down for you. There was a resistance here. All right. So if you understand the concept of wash and rinse, okay, if this was a resistance, right, then what happened to here? Now here means that people actually bought in dollar yen at around 160. Can you see that? At around 160, people actually bought in. Okay. Now what happened when price moved back down? It means that the whole chunk of people who bought dollar yen here, when they see that price is moving down, then what happened to them? Those people who bought dollar yen at 160, when they see that price move to, let's say, 155, okay? People who bought 160, they see that people who bought 155, are they happy or are they sad? I cannot write 160. Are they happy or are they sad? Okay, they are sad, right? It's very clear cut. Okay, so that is the meaning of double tap. So what the market needs, right, is that they need a first reference point. So this is the first reference point. Okay, all right. And then the market purposely push price up. You see that? It pushed price up to the high. Then where is the rinse bar? This is the red color signal. And then price rinse back down. Okay. It rinse back below the highest point. It rinse below that wash line, which is the green color wash line here, and boom. Okay. So do we have a sell signal, all right, before that 5th of August? Yes or no? 5th of August, there was a huge crash, huge market correction. I wouldn't use the word crash, right? Huge market correction on the indexes, on the yen pairs. So do we have a signal, a sell signal before that huge crash on 5th of August? Yes or no? Yes, right? Okay. So when I had my lesson with my student, okay, my very strong message, do not miss this yen trade before 5th of August. That was exactly what I've said. I said that do not miss the yen trade. Okay? All right? And then yen moved down. All right. So what I wanted to let you know, if you are doing a counter trend trade, that means that you're doing one that's against the trend, then you really want to rely on double tap. The first one you don't do, and then you do on the second one, where it tested back to the same thing. The ideal state is that you want something that has been purposely pushed up and then slammed back down. These would greatly increase your probability. Okay? All right, any question here? So sincerely, I hope that you have benefited from this, because yes, you know, if you are in my lesson, you would have known that the yen is going to strengthen. All right, and that would becomes an opportunity. Okay, I'm not showing you in the day, because do we have a signal in the day? Yes. Okay, so if you put in, for example, in the day, right, where you do on a double tap, okay, same thing, right? So this was one tap you don't do, you do on the second one, that is a signal. Okay, when it comes back down and then when it retraces back to that moving averages as a resistance, do we have a sell signal? Do we have a red color signal? The answer is yes. We have a sell signal before the 5th of August, and see what happened. Boom. Okay. Was there a signal to tell us that it had become bullish? Yes. Okay, so that's where we need to close our trade. All right, so do we have another re-entry? The answer is yes. Okay, so what it does here, it gives you a lot of confidence because it gives you that wash and rinse without you needing to go and look for it. Okay, Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue, all right, to show it to you. Okay, so how do you, let me just do this one again. So how do you improve your profitability? How do you improve your profitability, right? Number one, you want to add in the moving average. Okay, because by adding in the moving average, it gives you a very good sense of whether you are doing something that's with the trend or doing something that's countering the trend. Okay, so you find that generally for wash and rinse, all right, those that's with the trend, it does pretty much well. That means that if you're doing something that's with the trend, right, you don't really need double tap. Okay, you don't need double tap to happen. But if you're doing counter trend, yes, in order to increase your probability of getting a correct one, you want to do counter trend. You want to do a double tap. All right. Okay, so this is one thing here, right? You just look at this one here. So this one here, okay, it's generally not profitable. Okay, generally not profitable. All right. But if you look at what happened later on, I know it's a bit small, right? But we have the green color that came out, okay, after that generally not profitable trade, the green color that came out, right? And you see that it buzzed right up. So if you take, I mean, without filtering, which is not recommended, right? If you take every single one, okay, you realize that those correct signal generally travel a lot more than those wrong signal. Okay, so this is where we have that high reward to risk ratio. But if you do filter, let's say a very simple filter, which is to use your moving average, if you take those that's with the trend, okay, that's with the trend, generally you find that it moved very nicely because if you do with the trend, okay. If you want to do counter trend, that means that countering the trend. If the trend is up, you want to sell it down, then you wait for the double tap. Okay, you wait for double tap. All right. So this is really the crux of the system. You don't take all signal, you take one that is with the trend. Okay. All right. Any question here? So what are we doing in trading view? We are using moving average. So let me just show you. Okay, even if you don't take the course, I just want to show you how we add these moving averages in. Okay, because these moving averages, right, it's also available in the indicator that we provide. So we do this 4-in-1 all for you. Okay, that means that all this, all 4-in-1, all for you, given to you, right? But should you just want to figure out yourself, okay, spend time to figure out yourself, right, then you can add in the two moving averages. Okay, one is 21, okay, the other one is 25. Okay, but if you want to just get this one, that you can the one that you see here, right? Okay, then you can just go to trading view, and the indicators, look for one that called EMA view. Okay, the color, with the color it's a little bit nicer and you can configure it yourself. Okay, what is most important is not the setting. What is most important is then how to use it. That's most important. Okay, all right, any questions on the moving average? Okay, so I just give you another one more insight here. You look at here, the moving averages going up, the buy signals are all coming in very nicely, very nicely. However, the sell, which is the counter trend, okay, this is the sell, right? They're all not doing nicely. But can we still trade that? Yes, because we go to the lower time frame and then we fine tune the trade. Okay, all right, but can we generally take that counter trend trade? Yes, we can. The first one we don't do, we do the second one. So this is the second one, this is the first one. Okay, all right. So please don't I mean, go and download my books and then you say, okay, wow, Wash and Rinse is so powerful. Beanie explain until so powerful, right? Let me just do it. There's so much I can explain in a session. All right, I try to give it an answer as much as possible, but there are also a lot more that I cannot answer. Okay, so for example, this is gold, right? Okay, this is gold, okay. So how do you look at gold here? Let me just show it to you. Okay, I'm doing gold and I'm doing oil. Okay, so just to let you know, gold and oil. Can one just trade looking at the green and red signal? Can, but you must filter. Okay, all right, make sure you filter that. All right, because I don't want to give you like very wonderful very good news and you can do this, okay, and then you paint a very nice picture that can make a lot of money, etc. I don't want to do this kind of things. All right, you'll be disappointed. Okay, but what I am doing here is I'm giving you this tool to offer you the convenience. Okay, so it's more like where last time when I was young, I used a broom to sweep the floor. Now I vacuum the floor. Now I press the button and the robot automatically vacuum the floor for me. Okay, the system can filter, but what I mean at the end of the day, you just look at this one here. This is moving averages up. Okay, green color. So do you want to take the green color signal or do you want to take the red color signal? Yeah, it's a very simple answer here. All right, you want to take the green color signal. Okay, can you take the red color signal? Yes, you want a double tap. For example, okay, very simple. Here is one high here, one tap here, and then this one is the red color signal, right? So basically, when price close below this one here, and then you have a red color signal, that means that whoever who bought here is wash and rinse, so that it came down. All right, you see, it's the same thing. It's keep on applying the same thing, right? Otherwise, you want to take the green signal, you take the green signal, you take the green signal, you take the green one, you take the green one, and it's relatively profitable. You take the green one, you take the green one, you see. Okay, right now you want to take the green one. Okay, but should price move back down and then double tap this one, then yes, you can take the red one. Okay, so generally it gives you a lot of convenience, and this is exactly how we also use this to trade the stocks. Okay, so for example, if you want to go and know how okay, this is Nvidia, right? Okay, so what happens to Nvidia? So this one here, we have one high here, okay, and then it came into here, about the same high, and then what color do you have? We have a red one. Okay, and then after that, yes, we do have the green one here, but the green one attempted to go below the moving average. Okay, it went below the moving average, right? And when it goes up, then it failed. Okay, all right. Then later on, do we have another one more here, the green one, to tell us that it's ready for up? Yes, we do have. Okay, so what it does, it does gives a lot of confidence to our trade. For example, if we go to the weekly chart here, okay, the previous round of Nvidia, all right, so all these are all green, right? So what we have was that there was one green here and then the other green here, okay, and then another one more green here, and the reds are all countering the trade. So these are countering the trade. They are not good. All right, so it's a, in a way it helps. Okay, so for example, we just had the green coming up here. Yeah, okay. I also want to show you oil. So this is oil. I want to show you oil that has a red color here. Okay, red color, right? Okay, I'll just show it to you, right? Where when you trade, right, with the trend is so much profitable. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, here we go, right? So this is green. Okay, we do have green color here and a green color here. So I don't want to hide from you that yes, we do have bad signals. Okay, all right, okay, but you realize that once we get into the wrong state, then later on, right, the red signal appear, and when the red signal appear, right, it's actually goes a lot more down. Okay, all right, then when the green signal appear here, look at this. Is it above the moving average? This is the moving average, right? Is when the buy signal appear, is it above the moving average or below the moving average? Above or below? When this green signal here. Okay, now which means that when the moving averages turn, the moving averages actually turn down, right? It's acting as a ceiling. Then you should be trusting the red signal and the red signal. Okay, can? All right. Okay, then next, so what's the color here? What's the color here in terms of moving average? Red or green? Okay, then should you trust a buy signal or should you be looking for a sell signal? Okay, all right, okay, yeah. So what happened is that you look at this buy signal. Is it profitable? Yes, it's moved up, all right. But look, we want to be looking for a sell signal, right? So when you go back home, all right, you are tired and you are looking for a trade to do, right? And you say this one is red color, good, and this one is red color, good. Then what do you do here? Buy or sell? What do you do here? Buy or sell? Yeah, okay, sell, right? And you realize that why is it sell? Because this one here was a huge up bar. Many people could be trapped inside here. All right. When it suddenly turns, zoom back down, then what happened to those people who bought at $80 in oil when they see that oil is right now trading at $77.50? What happened? So this was $80. They probably bought in at this long, huge bar. What happened when oil is $77.50? What happened? Yes, okay. And then what happened next? Because they panic, but there are people who genuinely shorted on the wash and rinse and see what happened. Boom, and it was a huge explosive movement. And then when you're here, you say, okay, done. I'm done with it because at the support level, let me just close it, right? Yeah. So there are so many things to trade. You look at my watch list, okay? I mean, if you look at a watch list, right? There's so many things to trade and so many things that we can apply, all right, using the wash and rinse. And you have a lot more because a lot more that you can handle, but it saves a lot of time, all right, when you look at this, okay? So one of the questions is that can the wash and rinse be used in penny stock? Well, you want to use in things where there's a lot of automations, okay? Because all these automations, all right, are what drives a lot of movement that's fake. Okay, so you want this, you want something that the big guys trade. You want something that the automations are available in them. All right, so that's why things like gold, oil, those very liquid stocks, Bitcoin, FX, they're all very good candidate for wash and rinse. Okay, all right. I would let you know what I'm trading. Okay, in our support group. All right. You don't want to follow me exactly, but you use me as a chance to gain your experience. That is really very important. So this one, I just want to show it to you, Tesla, because I also traded on Tesla when Tesla was where was here. Okay, here. All right. How many of my students here remember when I talk about Tesla here? Any of you guys remember Tesla? Yes or no when I talk about here, right? Give me a hint. No, give me a hint. Give me a yes that you remember. Or you don't remember Tesla. Yeah, okay. I talk about Tesla. You know, well, at that point of time, you know, Tesla was switching from a red to be a green. Okay, and you realize that the red was getting slimmer. That means the moving average is actually tightening. Okay, so that's where there could be a bit of a change in trend, right? So to me, this is a double tap. First time, and then a second time. So this is a double tap first and then second. So when I covered Tesla with my student, all right, was after I had observed the second tap, all right, second time, and then I saw that there was a wash and rinse, which is this one here and this one. So what is this color here? Green or red? Yeah, green, right? And what was the moving average then? Green or red? Yeah. So when you have two green and then you have that wash and rinse and you came back home and say, hey, look, I think that there is a signal on Tesla. I think that there is a wash and rinse on Tesla, but I'm not able to confirm and I can't reach Beanie. But then you're not supposed to reach me. Okay? You are supposed to look at this and say, hey, look, come on, this is a wash and rinse. And does it fit? Yes, it does, because then we have the wash line here and then price actually goes up. And then we have the wash line here and then price actually goes up. And can I trust the red color signal? The answer is no. Okay, red color signal is probably for those people who might have entered into here to take as a chance to take profit. When they see it go up, then it's a chance for them to actually enter again. So yes, was there an explosive movement? The answer was yes. Why was there an explosive movement? Because wash and rinse had a lot of pain inside them. Okay, a lot of pain. All right. In fact, I saw that this was a support, but if I remember that a lot of people were touting that, you know, Tesla should be a short when I see these as a bull. Okay, all right. So you get what I'm trying to say? It's not only the high probability win; it's about that small little risk versus a huge reward. Only if you can ride through. All right. Okay. So we do have that exit signal somewhere around here. All right. Okay. Was there a recent signal in Tesla? Yes. Was this a green color? Yes. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. All right. So, yes, it can be used in stocks, but I recommend that you use it in those that a lot of funds are trading. Okay. All right. So, I come to the end of my sharing. Let me just round it up. Okay. Wash and rinse is a phenomenon that's always happened. All right. And you will see it more often. All right, for only one thing. Why? Because there's a lot of automations. I said before already, if you can use ChatGPT and you can use all those AI to go and write a lengthy research paper, it can answer you all the things. I remember my friend, right, actually asked ChatGPT to go and plan like a route, right, from Laos to Yunnan. I would say, can also plan the itinerary. But I think of it, can, right? But have you ever wondered how come that we don't have a lot of automated system out there by, you know, huge guys offered to you? We don't have, because it doesn't make sense to offer to the retailer. If they offer all this to a retailer, right, how are they going to get the money from us? Okay, we are probably like a piece of meat to them. Okay, so what I always encourage, right, in my field of work, I always encourage automations. A lot of people thought that automations is something that you put it there and you don't need to do anything. But if it's something like these are, I think that then everybody would be billionaire already, because you could just press one button and it would just trade for you, isn't it? And make the money for you. Okay, but why isn't it happening? Okay, automation should be used as a way to enhance our life so that we can trade freely. That means that you come back home, you are very tired, you use the automations, you reduce the time that you need to go and find all this trade. You reduce your time, right, to go and do other things. Okay, you enhance your life. Okay, that means that while you're tired from work, busy with your children, you can still have the options to look at it and you can still be looking at the signal. So this is what I mean by automations. So for us, right, when I design the system, I design it with the fact that you don't need to draw a single line and you'll be alerted with a lot of trades. So yes, we do use MetaTrader 4, MT4, we do use TradingView, whichever platform you want. All right, so I have a dashboard that monitors the trade every 4 hours. Later, I will show you the dashboard, right? And then we will execute the trade, right, in a 4-hour trade, 4 hourly. So this is for FX, this is for indices, this is for BTC, all right, and for some index, okay? And we look at the wash and rinse pattern in the day and in the week. So I don't want to hide anything from you, because even if you know this, you will not be able to trade profitably, all right? Because there's a lot more nitty-gritty stuff, right, that has to be addressed. And of course, I give you the tools, okay? So this would be the tools here, where it is a dashboard. Anything that becomes yellow in color, this would be where a trade or a signal based on wash and rinse just happened. Okay, and all these are on the 1 hour and 4 hour. So this means that we used the day signal, all right, but we enter every 4 hourly and every hourly. Okay, so this is how we enter. All right, and in order to prevent us from missing out the trade, then we have this dashboard that can scan for you and automatically send the signal to your handphone. All right, any question on the dashboard? Okay, so this will also explain, right, why we are able to trade so many things. And for example, I'm able to talk, but yet, right, still can trade because I have all these automations to help me. Okay, now second is that we use a lot of colors. So we use this, what we call boxes, right, to help us differentiate whether it is a bullish or it is a bearish movement. So this is another indicator that will be given to you, okay, part of the course, all right? Now this one here is our automations, meaning that if you are not using TradingView, all right, if you are using MetaTrader 4, then we are able to put in the trade here automatically to open the trade automatically for you, okay? We call this an EA. So this is a trade manager where it automatically open the trade for you, automatically do your trailing stop loss, automatically add in new trades for you, right? If your existing trade is profitable, it shift the stop loss for you, and ultimately it will take profit for you as well, okay? All right, so TradingView doesn't have the automated version, but in the MT4, yes, we have the automated version already. Okay, all right. Okay, that means that if you don't want to open the trade yourself, you can ask the trade manager to open the trade for you. Okay, and it can help you manage the trade, such as to put in a stop loss, such as to put in your trailing stop, etc. The EA doesn't work in MT5, okay? The EA only works in MT4, all right? Okay, this one is just to let you know, right? Let's say, for example, anytime that you see a double tap, so this one is the first tap, number one, right? And then you see the price is around here. You thought that it's going to come down already. You're not too sure, right? You're not too sure, okay? What you do is that you just have to let the trade manager you just have to put the trade manager here. That means you just have to put the trade manager inside here. Then the trade manager would, based on the signal, open the trade automatically for you. Okay, all right. What you have to do is just to do one thing: allow the trade manager to work. Okay, all right. So for example, right, you're going out with your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend for a movie, and then you know that I think that is about to happen already, but I need to go for a movie. So what do? You just drag the trade manager into your chart, so that when you're in a movie, okay, then it can automatically open for you. All right. So this is in MT4. This is not in TradingView. All the 100% automated version is in MT4. TradingView is our new development, which is very useful for stocks. Okay. That means that if you want to use the wash and rinse to do your options or to do your stocks, right, then that's in TradingView. If you want the automation to happen, it must be in MT4. Okay. All right. Don't worry, we will teach you all this. Okay. Now, second bonus that you have here is TradingView. Of course, I said before already, which you can use it for any stocks or any instruments. So my community, whenever there is an opportunity which I spot for them, like for example, yesterday, I talked about Xiaomi, okay, at 12:30. All right, I talk about Xiaomi and why I think that it is a long. And today Xiaomi get up at 9%, okay, because of earnings, okay. So in TradingView, you can use it, the wash and rinse and our system use it in any stocks, any instrument. So that's that's bonus number 2. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly just run through all the bonus. I'm just gonna give it to you, and I will end the session. Bonus number 3. All right. Now, I know that you asked me about the accuracy. Okay, but I also tell you that yesterday when I went through Xiaomi, okay, and I talk about Xiaomi and how I think as a good signal. Today I asked my student, how many of you went in Xiaomi? What do you think is the reply? What do you think is the reply when I asked how many of them went into Xiaomi? When there was a signal, and I told them everything about the signal. There was a signal. Okay, what Grace said was correct. Not many entered. All right, there are many reasons. Maybe they do not like Xiaomi. They don't like Chinese company. All right. Okay. Then next question. When I talk about Tesla, okay, I talk about Tesla for so many sessions. When Tesla was here, when Tesla was here, when Tesla was here. Okay. Now, when Tesla moves up to 250, the student asked me, "Hey, Beanie, can enter Tesla or not?" I asked them, I said, hey, look, didn't I talk about Tesla when it was 180? Didn't I talk about Tesla when it was 190? Why aren't you entering at 190 or 180? They don't know how to say. All right? Only when it goes up, they ask me, hey, can enter or not? All right? So you see, what is the crux here? I can outright say that this is a signal that must be taken. I can tell you that there's tons of wash and rinse here, tons of wash and rinse here. And this is a double tap. This is a double tap. This is a double tap. You must take it. And the moving averages is green here. And then this is green here. And then this is green here. I can say 101 times, but there are just people who just cannot benefit from it. I will not do that. I do not know why. Okay. So I think about it. And the most important thing is that probably you need time. Probably you know, many different reasons. So what I'm offering is what we call an extensive coaching. That means the coaching is a year, 12 months. Okay. And what I'm also offering here is a more realistic approach, is where we have the course fee fully refunded to you. Okay. So in a way that you might not be able to profit from whatever that I've said, it's fine, but at least, right, your cost, COST, okay, is taken care of. All right. the coaching is via Zoom. It's not via YouTube. All right. So what I'm offering right now is this course, which is Top Plus. So Top Plus is wash and rinse. The course fee is 1,200 Sing dollar SGD. All right. So we have the full cashback. That means that certain conditions you have to meet, and you have the full fee of $1,200 into your account, okay, into your trade account in cash. All right. Now at the same time, we have a loss cover of $500, which means that when you trade, right, and you make a loss of $500, all right, then this $500 is covered for. It will be paid back to you. That means if you make a profit, don't have. But if you happen to make a loss, then your loss will be paid back to you in your account. Treat as don't have this loss, but maximum is only 500 Sing dollar. In order for the automation to happen, then we are also giving out this VPS that costs 210 USD. So what is this package here? Now this package, right, has two deals here. VPS is a virtual private server that is used to host the automations. Okay, you need something that runs 24/7. All right. So the the deal here is this, right? So this cost is 1,200 Sing dollar. If you want to know everything about wash and rinse, if you want to receive the trading view indicator, the one that I've showed it to you, if you want to receive the indicator that is auto trading, all right, in MetaTrader 4, then it is all included inside here. So what we include is the cost, all right, which is the full cost, okay, the strategy here. So you don't need to guess, you don't need to ask me, right, Bini, how do you enter, where to enter, where's the stop loss, whatever. Everything is all covered in this strategy here, okay. So this is online course. That means that you're able to do it as and when you want, okay. Now what we have is a 12 months the alien room. So what is the alien room, right? It is where we give our support, such as the indicators and the robot. Okay, that means that you need to have this 12 months, which is like a subscription that include, right, the trading view, the MetaTrader, indicator. Okay, the cost, this one is online. Okay, it is done online because there is no way that we can offer such a cheap price and do it physical. Okay, now lastly, we have a 12-month hand holding. What is this hand holding? Hand holding means that every week, 1 week, okay, there are a total of, let me remember, 4 lessons. Okay, they are all webinars, but they are live. So we take a look at what happened in the market right now, what to trade. So for example, right, during that yen movement, we were live. We talked about it already 1 week before the huge yen movement. So we wasn't surprised. Okay. So it will be 12 months. Okay. You tell me that 12 months you will not be successful. Then I tell you that you are not suitable for trading. Okay. All right. So we are not offering 1 month. We are not offering 2 months. We are offering 12 months. Okay. All right. The SGD funding is compulsory. Let me just talk about this one here, okay? And the offer expires on 30th of August, and you use this thing here, all right? Now, how to get this cashback deal? Now, the cashback deal is offered by the broker, okay? So what the broker will do is that when you meet certain criteria, certain condition, right, the broker will pay 1,200 Sing dollar back into your trading account, okay? But I give you a very stern thought here. I don't want to say warning, but a very stern thought, right? Now, please do not abuse the system. Okay, we have students who abuse the system, and they are actually causing a lot of problems to the future deal. Okay, we nearly lost this deal. All right. So what they did is that they funded the account, and once they receive all this, they immediately withdraw. Okay, so that means that once they receive this cash back, the next hour, they withdraw every single amount in the account. Okay. Now, please don't do this. All right. If you do this, then it's going to affect whoever who are really genuinely interested to learn. Okay. they might be wanting to come here and learn, and this could be their last hope, or this could be their one hope, right, that can get them serious learning. All right, if you abuse this system, then it's very hard for me to do that. Now, how is this cashback possible? It's because I gave up my affiliate fee. That means that if I introduce any person to the broker, I do receive an affiliate fee. I can keep all these affiliate fee to myself, but I give it back to you in terms of your reimbursement as your cost fee. All right. So instead of earning a cost fee from you and also earning an affiliate fee from you, right, I actually gave it all back. Okay. So please do not abuse this. All right. So if you do make a loss, then $500 will be the loss cover. And this is the VPS, which is the virtual private server. And the total deal is worth near to $2,000. All right. So if you are assisting or new XC trader, because this deal is given by XC, right, then you must use this link to apply. Okay. So whether you are assisting customer or whether you are new customers, you qualify. Now, if you're assisting XC customer, right, you have to tell them that you want a new account. Okay. And you want to join the program by Beanie or the program by Online Forex Master or by TerraSeeds. Okay, these two. You must tell them. If you don't tell them, you don't qualify. Okay, and you must fund 5,000 Sing dollars. So this is your own money, your own fund. All right. So if you don't fund, how do you get the money to trade? All right. So if you are really serious in trading, then I think that this is the minimum that you need to come up with. You must trade 2 standard lot. This is the volume requirement. And you must open an account before 30th of October. Because the due expire on 30th of August. Alright. Whether it will be renewed or not, I'm not sure. So please make sure that you open an account before this date here. Okay. Alright. And please make sure that you get the due before 30th of August. Please don't do it last minute. Because last minute, it makes a lot of our work very, very tough. Alright. Okay. Now for XE, it has another one more special thing, as that they have a funded trader program. That means that we are guiding our student to become a funded trader. That means XE will give you an amount of money, all right, to trade, okay, and they will profit share with you. If you are interested, then you can scan this QR code so that you can become a funded trader as well. Okay, so you take our course and XC will reimburse the cost fee to you if you meet that criteria, and you have the loss cover of $500. And then if you are really, really that good, you can also become your own fund manager. Okay, all right. So we will send all these details to you. All right. Now, bonus number 4. Okay, only if you sign up before 30th of August, then I'm going to do a accelerated class specially for you that happens on 11th of September. All right, at 7:30, and it's only valid for students who paid before 30th of August. Okay, if you can't attend this accelerated class, which is more like a 2-hour to 2.5-hour guide, right, so that you can get started immediately, then this happens on 11th Sep. Okay, only for those who pay before 30th of August. All right, and I do hope that you can pay via PayNow or bank transfer, so it does save a lot of costs from us. Okay, cost as in COST. Okay, for the credit card payment. Okay, so I appreciate if you can do pay using PayNow or using bank transfer. Can you use credit card to pay costs, fee, and fund the account? You can use credit card to fund the account. There are costs involved, so try not to do that. Please use PayNow to fund the account, which you don't have any cost, COST. And I really appreciate if you can pay for our costs using PayNow also, so that we don't incur a lot of cost, because my cost is already very, very low. I'm giving you $1,200 of a cashback already from my own affiliate payout. Okay, so I appreciate if you can try to help. Okay, so this is the link here to let me just do this one here, right? I just send it to all of you. So this is the link here for you to sign up. You can scan the QR code, okay, and then you can scan the QR code. You can also contact XC itself. All right, so here is your account manager, you can let them know that I want to sign an account, but you must use this link, okay? If you don't use this link, you will not be able to qualify. We have people who apply for the account but never use this link and they never qualify, okay? You never qualify for the cashback, all right? So this one here is our internet banking and pay now details. You can just scan the QR code to make the payment, okay? All right, and lastly, that's all. Let me just what do I want to flash here? Flash this one then. Okay, any question? So I can only say that I do not know how long this deal is going to go. All right, we have, if you are in our community, you know that I'm pretty much angry at some of my clients who abuse the other system, and very high chance that the other one will not have a cashback anymore. Okay, so that's why I'm asking you to do this. So this is more like the basic cost. Okay, you start off with this one. At least this still have a chance, right? Quite easy to fulfill criteria. Okay, so one of the criteria to fulfill is 2 standard lots. What is the meaning of this 2 standard lot? Let me just show it to you. What you need to do is you need to trade 2 lots. Okay, all right, I'm just going to show you my account here. So this account has a loss of 5,000. I'm just going to show it to you because I hedged this loss already. That means that in another account, I have the long for euro. So this is being hedged. But I want to show you how to fulfill that 2 lots. And you should do it like this. Okay, you can never keep that. Okay, so first you go to euro, which is one of the lower spread, and you open a new order here, and then you open and close immediately to fulfill the first lot. Okay, let's say for example, I want to buy, right? I buy 1 lot. Okay, so see, I buy 1 lot, right? So this is my loss here. Then don't wait, immediately you close it. Okay, you close it, right? So you do incur a loss of $2.61, okay, for that euro trade. All right, plus a commission of $7, for example. You do incur a loss of about $10. Okay, all right, so then you meet the criteria of the first lot. Then you repeat this again. That means you repeat this again. I do a buy. Okay, so see, this is my loss here. You quickly close it. Don't hang on to it. If you hang on to it, right, you might just result in this to happen. Okay, you close it like this. Okay, so then by doing so, you incur 2 lots. You already meet the criteria of 2 lots in just a few minutes. All right, and the loss that you incur will be covered by the loss cover. So literally, this is a no loss type of a way to meet your volume. But if you should want to meet your volume slowly, all right, while you are protected with that loss cover for $500, you can do so, no issue. But if you are stressed, you want to open and close immediately, also no issue. Okay, but don't do this kind of things. Okay, a lot of students hang on their trade and resulted in losses. You don't do it. You open and close immediately, all right, to meet that 2 lots. Okay, and I also want to say one last thing. If you want to abuse the system by withdrawing your funded amount immediately after you receive the cost reimbursement, please don't take the deal. Okay, you want to be serious in this trading, and hence I am providing the cashback for you. Okay, so after 12 months, how much to pay yearly for your indicator and support? $700. All right, so if you look at the thing that I'm giving you, first is that your cost fee is really paid for, and then every 12 months is $700 for so many support. Every week we are running 6 live sessions, just to let you know. Okay, every week 6 live sessions. All right, multiplied by 52 weeks. That's the amount of sessions that we are running for you to support you. Okay, any other questions before I go off? So please sign before 30th of August and do it. Why? Because I think there's so much a great deal right now. Does the platform allow CFD as an option? Yes. It does. Option don't have, sorry. And when are the classes? Classes is right now, anytime that you do it. But once you sign, you can immediately attend our support classes. Our support classes the schedule is available online as every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, that's our support classes. But if you talk about the main course here is online. You do it anytime that you want. Okay, you do Top Plus first. Okay, you don't do Top Pro. All right, I will introduce what is Top Pro to you. You first do Top Plus. Wash and rinse. Do this one. Do this. Do this. Do this. Sign for this. Pay via PayNow. Okay. All right. Any question? So what do you do next? Just go to this link here. All right. And then you should see the site, right? Let me just show it to you. Okay. You guys are fantastic. Just hang on for a while, yeah. I should actually get the website here. Okay, so this is the website. Okay, you go under course. You go and key the link, right? Okay, let me just do the link for you, okay? Here we go. You do the link, right? Okay, and then you scroll down. Scroll down. You see this one here? Sign up now. Click sign up now. Click sign up now. Okay. The two lots should be in Forex. It's Forex and equivalent. So you can do stocks, but it must be equivalent to 2 standard lots in Forex. Okay. So the easiest one, trust me, the easiest one is just to do Forex or Go. Okay. I mean, you can do Euro, you can do dollar yen. Okay. 30th August is for you to sign and pay for the course. If you want to meet the 2 standard lots, right? It's not by 30th of August. Okay, you have 3 months to do that. So for example, 30th of August is for you to sign the course, right? 3 months would be September, October, November. So 30th of November, then you need to meet the volume deadline. Yes. The way to do that is always to go for Top Plus, then to go for Top Pro. All right. So I will talk to you guys about Top Pro. I don't want to sell too many things. I think that for your good, you just have to do Top Plus. Do I need to pay another 1.5 for Top Pro after I completed Top Plus? Yes, you need to. And the Top Pro comes with cashback also. Can you send the link for a website? Yes, no problem. I thought that send that to you already. So send here. This is the link. And then this is the link where you apply for the broker. Remember, you need to use this link to apply for the broker. Okay. All right. You can't use any other link. So I open this like that. So I send it to you here again. So anything, just contact us. XC maximum 1 is to 400, but please use 1 is to 100 or 1 is to 200, or max 1 is to 200. All right, try to use 1 is to 100. Maximum 1 is to 400. Yep. Okay. No questions? Okay. Now, if you do have any other questions, tomorrow we will send you the course material what I've covered today. All right, so everything is inside. And then just remember, sign before 30th of August. You don't want to miss the accelerator class, okay? You want to take that class so that you can shortcut your process. How do you contact? We have a support, but the support is until 7 p.m. only. So let me just get the slide here. This is the contact detail. Here we go. This is the contact detail here. I'll see you in my class, okay? Good job signing now. Very, very good. It's a very, very good deal. All right, but you must be serious. The module 1 is the basic module. Take module 1 first and then take module 2. But if you want to get everything right, you want to get the indicator, you want to get the strategy, full strategy, you have to take module 2. You have to pay money. Can use credit card, can lah. Try to help me save some money lor. Yeah, I already very very low cost already. You use credit card is good for you, but not good for me. You use PayNow is good for me, but no, not a lot of loss to you. Yeah, try to use PayNow. Try to use it's okay lah. Can use credit card. Okay. Any other question? Don't have Don't have. I see you in my class. Okay. Thanks a lot. Good night. Yes. Okay. What's up? I'm here. You can ask me any question. For those who needs to go, you can go already. You're applying now. And then you can apply already, and then you receive, can use PayPal. Yes, can. PayPal has a credit card function. And you receive our automated email after you have paid. Details will be sent via email to us. Yes, correct. We will send it tomorrow. No coupon code. Don't have any coupon code anymore. Sometimes we do give deals, but for this one, no, we don't have any discount. Yeah, just apply. Yes, we will send all this to you tomorrow, the course material, whatever that I covered via email, so that you know about it, and then you can slowly do it during the weekends. Okay, just remember, do the pay for the course on the before 30th of August. All right, don't take too long. All right, you have 3 months. Can one try again? You have 3 months to meet the volume requirement, so plenty of time. Okay, sure can go through. Don't worry, can go through. If not, you can contact us. Don't worry. You can try, you can go through, not an issue. We don't have any issue with online payment. Leverage 1:100 or 1:200. Yeah. Remember to use the link. You use PayNow is the best. PayNow. Weekly sessions recorded. So what we do is that we stream to YouTube, and immediately after we end the weekly session, right? After we end each of the session, we will just post it up in our website and post it up in Telegram. Grace, it had been sometimes back I paid $700. So now I still have to do Tor Plus, or should I do Tor Pro? Grace, have you claimed the $700 from XC already? Okay. So for your case, right, is that you have claimed $700 from XC. So it makes sense for you to just take the $500 R. Okay, because that's the support, right? Because you cannot claim the $700 again anymore. Okay, so that $700, right, is once claim once only. Okay, so if you want to get like the support, which is the alien room, all right, and the hand holding, you have to do Tor Pro. Okay, all right, for Grace you have to do Tor Pro. But I want to also be very frank about it, is that the assisting clients, okay, have abused Tor Pro. Okay, they abuse it by withdrawing the full amount immediately, almost like instantly, right, after they receive the cost reimbursement. All right, so it's not very nice to do that. You can wait for, let's say, a month to do so. You can wait for 2 months to do so, right? But if you do it like almost instantly, it's just a slap right in the face. Okay, so Tor Pro right now has a tougher criteria. It used to be 2 lots only, right? But it has a tougher criteria. Okay, all right. Pay now, you have to do internet banking. It says that bank transfer, then you can do pay now. It doesn't have an option for pay now, but then it does say internet bank transfer. Or what you do is that you can just write email to us. Okay, just scan this one and then you can do a pay now already. Where can I find a timetable for your weekly support live streams? It's in our knowledge base, is there. All right. But when you sign for the course, we would send you the link to that timetable, then you will know it already. So everything is on the onboarding email. All right. Yeah. So Wyman, you can just scan this one and then write to us that you have make a payment, and then we will know. All right. You can scan to us and remember to give us your email address. Pay now, Sing 1,200. Yes. Can I choose Top Pro instead of Top Plus? I would really strongly recommend that you do Top Plus first. Okay. Ultimately, you will find that you need Top Pro. But by going to Top Pro and then going to Top Plus, you do miss out a lot. So the right step is always to do the Plus and then you do the Pro. Okay. The plus is wash and rinse. It's the basic of the Pro. The Pro has this new strategy that covers tag. Okay, tag is like a measurement of I won't say trend, but of note of the directions and the levels, and we trade all the way to the 15 minutes, 1-5. So the students right now love Top Pro, okay, and love tag because it's very tuned. That's what they say. Some achieve 100% accuracy rate right now. Yeah, they never been wrong so far. We've launched it for about 2 months already. They start trading for 2 months already. Just one student said it's 100% accuracy. Let me just extract that for you lah, since we're here, also not going anywhere. Just give me a minute. Here we go. Can you see? This one was just written today. It's 100% success rate using tag for me. However, I'm treating each trade with care and place only when the parameters are correct. Yeah. So please don't use this as an indication that it will be yours. Okay. All right. But the students has Top Plus, been with me for Top Plus for about a year already, or maybe 9 months. Then once I launched Top Pro and tag, right, they follow, and then with that two of the basic, right, Top Plus and tag, right, and this was the achievement for him. Okay, but please don't take it as this is yours. All right. But a lot of the students have been so happy with tag. Yeah. Please do Top Plus first. Okay. But only with Top Plus. If you have Top Plus, then grace for you to sign Top Pro. Let's not complicate ourselves. Okay. Please do Top Plus. I mean, I could sell you both, right? But then I don't want. I just want to be correct to all of you. So let's do Top Plus. Let me see this. May I know the dates of the class and the time before payment? Well, our course, right, it's actually online. So once you sign already, it's online. That means you do the course as and when you want. But we have a knowledge base here. Okay, and then in here, right, you'll be able to know the cost. All right. the courses available. Let me just get you the time. If I don't remember wrongly, I also can't remember where is it already. Timetable. Here we go. So this is the hand holding, right? So this is the support. These are the time here. Okay, the support level here, right? That's the time. And we do have night time at 9 p.m. So that's Tuesday and Thursday. Right now there's a class happening. Your friend referred to you, huh? Your friend, is it who is it? You can write to us and then you let me know. Then we can let your friend have the affiliate fee, because we do have an affiliate fee. Cannot scan QR code? You can. You can scan this QR code for payment. If we purchase Top Plus, somehow it works. Will we get a discount when we want to register for Top Pro? The answer is no. Because our cost, right, is 100% cashback. So if I allow for a discount, that means that you're making money from it. So the idea is not to make money. The idea is to just get reimbursed for whatever that you paid. Yeah. So the answer is no. No discount in terms of any of our costs. Okay. All right. No issue, huh? Good. I will see you in my class. Okay, because I don't want to hold back the rest of you. Okay. All right. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye. Yes, the class is recorded and replay later on. We will send you the link. All right. Good night.